How's it going, everybody? Shooting at me to bring you a fun-filled drama video. Now, if anybody of you are currently seeing the scene unfold with Hasan Piker, you will know that he's been in a little bit of hot water. Granted, with all the other shit he said, you know, he should be in more hot water, but the thing that kind of people have been focusing on lately is his abuse of his dog. Now, there is plenty of footage for this, and it is glorious. Oh, this man is finally having an implosion, and it is hilarious to see. He deserves every bit of it. Now, we're only advocating that he goes to jail and nothing violent, anything like that, right? Just legal repercussions, maybe get him taken off the platform because, Twitch really doesn't seem to give a shit. But at this point, Hasan has been safe for quite a while. Now that's all starting to change with what happened. Obviously, it's in the title. But, he basically shocked his dog during one of his live streams. And you see him kind of do a motion like this, where he reaches towards something, grabs it, and then as the dog, he calls the dog's name out, looks back, you hear it yelp, and he tries to be like, Kaya, what's going on? You know what I mean? And it's just like, I think it's pretty obvious you fucking shock the dog when your hand motion is going like this, in this direction. Shock, dog yelps, that's it, you know what I mean? But, there has been a large movement on his streamer side where he basically called up a bunch of his boys and girls to play defense for him because he's too chicken shit to be able to just handle the heat himself. And how do we know this? Well, besides Ethan kind of pointing this out, but he's even gotten Tectone, I don't know if he got him demonetized, but he put some, no, he's shadow banned. A bunch of his followers basically reported Tectone and got him shadow banned for now. But you know what? Enough talk. Let's jump right into it so we can really delve into this cesspool of misery. Hold up. Turn this up. Turn this down.
And it would be hilarious if it wasn't for the fact that it really looks like he shocked his dog and his audience just said, that's alright. As a day after the incident, he tried to explain, this isn't a shock collar.
This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate. And that's it. Are you happy? That's it.
To which the internet quickly investigated, increasing the exposure to expose he was covering something with black tape.
Terminals onto which the shock prongs are fitted have been removed, filed down, and covered with electrical tape.
As you can see there.
But the terminal's support escutcheons are still obviously present on the units.
Where XQC even matched up the remote Hasan might have been holding.
Does that look like what we're looking at into this?
A lot of investigative journalism here.
For his height, how long is his thumb? Because if you look at it,
he's doing the whole measurements, bro.
It's about the exact same distance between the marking, and the writing, right?
And this wasn't a one-off thing, where multiple internet sleuths discovered the tape, comparing it to the actual $100 shock collar, where the vibration-only version has completely different components compared to what Hasan was holding, to which the electrical tape tried to conceal, but the internet is simply too smart to trick, as once you hit a certain level of internet notoriety, you can never get away with lying.
Also, the other thing that adds to this is the shock collar that he does have has a vibration mode enabled when you take off the prongs and you put on the plastic covers, but that's not what he did. He literally covered it with tape. So that completely just nullifies his excuse that, oh, it's just a vibration collar. No, if it was just a vibration collar, there would be a different look and in total just characteristics to the collar that you have, not to mention the amount of times he's mentioned before, I mean, hey, we're just delving in, you know what I mean? Like,
ever again. The online
So let's
community
see.
simply has too many minds, too much time, powered by probably a bit too much Tylenol. Someone in his audience, or more likely someone he's previously pissed off, is going to know more about shock collars than he does, and like Kaya, will literally jump at the opportunity to expose him for being the trash that he is. As Hasan is suddenly shifting to, but shock collars are alright.
Even the e-collars that do shock are unironically used to train fucking like service dogs and shit.
Interesting how the left always walks down this same exact path of admission, from it definitely didn't happen to okay, it happened but it's rare, and finally, yes, it happens a lot, but here's why it's a good thing. As let's recap what happened. His dog gets hurt, and it's his mom's fault.
She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom.
And then
the
the dog hurt herself.
Yeah, she yelped because she fucking clipped herself on something when she was getting off the bed.
Then the dog doesn't even have a shock collar, to now, electric shocks don't even hurt.
A shock collar is not even like
Because of
actual
the
electrocution.
neck skin.
It's like a Thames machine.
As nobody acts like this if they were innocent, where if somebody spammed in my chat, decoy electrocutes his cat, I'm just going to ignore it, as when you even acknowledge random accusations, you just set a precedence of the moment you don't.
Here's the other thing. Now, I'm no investigator, but I've definitely seen plenty of body cams that kind of give me a little bit of a knowledgeable feel to how this works, right? And you definitely see it play out when the people are innocent to as when they are guilty as fuck. The way they speak, the way they try to obfuscate the issue at hand, right? And the whole big thing that happened with Hasan is where he kind of doubles down on denying something happened and blaming other things, as well as admitting that it's alright, as Decoy is here pointing out. You notice that if they were innocent, if he really didn't do anything, would have easily been able to just take the collar off. Look guys, this isn't a shock collar, it's a vibration collar. Easy as fuck to really point out that, you know, whether he's telling the truth or not. And with what he has done, has just made himself even more fucking guilty than ever, right? And it doesn't help when you have other people basically covering his ass.
Don't deny something, suddenly you have something to hide. But even if you do immediately say, no, I didn't do it, here's irrefutable proof, you don't follow it up with, I didn't do it, but some people recommended I do. And even if I did do it, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And why are you bothering me about it when there's literally a genocide happening? But what's even more disgusting is his followers uploaded doctored video footage to defend him, where they misaligned the audio to match the yelp to when she did hit her dew claw. And not only is Hasan's chat banning people for simply Pikachu plus dog emojis, apparently Twitch as a platform is now defending him by banning anybody in any chat for referencing the shock collar. And even off-platform, where far left Reddit has resorted to banning the word Hasan, where the 75,000 upvoted video from 4 days ago had his name, but ever since, he's referenced as Streamer, the LA streamer that's mad at Moist Critical, and my favorite, person who recently received significant criticism online. But it doesn't prevent every single subreddit's
The
comment
fucking memes, dude. The fucking memes. I love this shit, guys. It is fucking hilarious. But look, that just proves even more that what he did actually was shock his dog. Because why else would they be fucking banning people, removing the ability to use these names and such, if it wasn't true? Right? And we know that Hasan has contacts in high places. Obviously, the Twitch CEO fucking sucks his dick and loves fucking just ignoring all the horrible shit he says and promotes him. Even fucking have the staff saying him happy fucking birthday, right? And we're just gonna pretend like he doesn't have the power to be able to have people censor and ban certain shit, so that way he can try and play this off because he's the poster child for Twitch, seemingly, right? Even though, what has he really done other than fucking promote terrorists and horrible ideologies that has gotten people to be attacked, right? Or be seen as fascist or Nazi, whatever.
section from non-stop making fun of Hasan's shock.
Yes.
As this is just the Streisand effect in action. The more they try to control the narrative, the more the masses will buck back just to spite him. As every time Hasan tries to beat the allegations, it just brings it back to the forefront. He tried to pretend he was in on the joke, replicating the mean memes about electricity, or when Charlie spoke up about him.
Even a non-streamer, like a complete normie, average Joe Schmo, if you went to their house and saw that happen, they're like, hey, did you just shock that dog? They'd be like, oh my god, no, this is clearly a misunderstanding. No, that's not what happened. Like, I feel like most people would be very quick to show you and prove that it's not a shock collar because it's so quick and so easy to do. And the fact that he doesn't is odd. Like, it is very peculiar.
Hasan got angry that he didn't come to him first to get his pre-approved talking points.
That's the reason why I'm annoyed. He could just like unironically reach out and be like, hey, what's going on here?
And I'm not trying to give Hasan advice here. I think he's a scumbag for reasons completely unrelated to his treatment of dogs. But anytime he acknowledges this, it's just fuel to reignite the flames of his stupidity, informing new people of his horrible behavior. As Asmongold reacted to Hasan's reaction, to Charlie's reaction of Hasan's original action.
I don't really think that Hasan has a problem with Charlie's content. I think that Hasan has a problem that Charlie's content is involving him.
And now I'm reacting to that reaction. Somehow Hasan's equally idiotic uncle reacted to
crazy shit.
I don't know who Assman is. I mean, people say maybe that he's got a following, but I've never heard of him, right?
Which gives Zach another reaction video, which just turns 1 million views about Hasan shocking his dog into 3 million views. Where now, there's even Amazon product reviews referencing the incident, as obviously a lot of Asmongold's viewers will be recycled. But every time it spreads to the next platform, you're just reaching an entirely new group. And honestly, I think if Twitch, Reddit, and the rest of Hasan's fanbase wasn't desperately trying to shut this down, that random guy wouldn't have taken the time to make that meme. Find that shock collar on Amazon and post that review, as Shoe on Head, again, has the best take on this, saying even if Hasan didn't shock his dog, it still doesn't explain him getting angry at his pet for briefly getting up during a 4-hour livestream, as no matter what, even if you subtract all the weird claims he's made, the electrical tape, and the insane explanations from his fanbase, it still doesn't detract from the fact he's a terrible dog owner and overall person. But this is what it all comes down to. Hasan's audience aren't normal fans. As a while back, I wanted to live stream more, and I wanted to do some market research, and the only person I really knew of was Asmongold. But then I found the Steak and Eggs podcast after it already was cancelled, so I watched a bit of Tectone and Amiru live streams. And not knowing many other people, I watched a bit of Hasan as well, just trying to see how these guys fill up 8 hours a day, every day, when I barely make it through 2. And there was this one interesting observation I noticed while watching them, where Asmongold and Tectone had very similar audience interactions as I would. You talk about your topics and pepper in some comments for conversation whenever you get a moment, but watching how Amiru interacted with chat just reminded me of flirting. The playful banter back and forth, the bashful smiles and laugh reactions, it was oddly exactly how Hasan reacted to his chat. Now he's not like that anymore as he's only gotten angrier recently, but it's just an interesting insight as to why Hasan's core audience will never turn on him, as
he fucking charms him. Let's keep it moving. So this is what we had found out, right? Removable male contacts. With the male contact points, that's what they look like. Without them, there they look like. And as you can see, it even looks exactly like the same model that he has. See? Obviously, fucking actual clear view that it is electrical tape. We're going to cover this in another video. And then, of course, this.
And also, one of the parts of this training is also supposed to put her, like, we're using the elevated bed, as you guys can see. And one of the things with the elevated bed is that she has a leash on right now on the elevated bed, so she can't like really get off of it. So she now knows to sit in place for hours and hours on end. And also one of the parts of this training is also supposed to put her, like, we're using the elevated bed, as you guys can see. And one of the things,
again, that's kind of a weird thing, and yes, you can say the type of dog that he has does usually just chill out for a long period of time. Yeah, but that's when they're protecting a herd and they're outside in the fresh environment, not sitting on a small, cramped little bed that is elevated and not allowed to move even a fucking inch, right, without being shocked. So there's that fucking aspect to it. We got another fucking decoy voice one, but this one I'll try and make it a little quicker. Yeah, this is some stuff you got here going on. Watch
Hasan's
this.
dog collar situation keeps getting shockingly worse, but the most unexpected twist is him being compared to Michael Vick, as this older video has emerged, showing Kaya as a puppy getting locked in a cage with another dog just to watch her get bit, which he finds hilarious.
Because if she keeps pushing Fiona, Fiona is going to bite. Oh, there we go. Good job, Fiona. Kaya is really funny when she's scared. Being scared, but it gives me anxiety. Maybe it's me. No, I want her to bite her. What do you mean? That they had to chop it. Fiona snaps at her. She'll just go, ah, 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 and like run away. Run away like a goofball crying. It's the funniest thing on the planet. Oh, Fiona, stay in there. She needs to learn. See? See?
Wind, children.
Did you see that?
And it's just like, look, I get it. You know, sometimes it's a little funny to see a dog being corrected. When, you know, you have the dog that knows what and how things are in the house, and then you have another one that might be playing a little too much and then oversteps their boundaries and then gets put in their place. This is more like torture, right? Because he has them in that confined space without any ability to walk away from it, right? Whereas if any other normal dog person here knows, usually you have a large area for the dogs to be in, right? If you have more than one, and if one comes across and maybe does something, either bites one of the dogs or steps somewhere on another dog or some shit like that, right? That causes the quote unquote alpha dog to correct them, or the elder dog. It's like, it's not usually seen as funny. Now, there can be moments where it's a little bit, I guess you could say, joking about it, but really in the sense that he's doing it is more of a torture mechanic for the dog, right? And you kind of wonder why the dog is just like, shit, I'm not going to move my spot. Like, I'm just going to stay here. What else was there? There was some other shit. Keep it pushing, keep it pushing. Yeah, there's this thing that happened at a fucking streaming party he went to.
Still wondering why Hasan's audience hasn't turned on him after the possible shocks? This is why. So it makes sense when his dog bites another dog at a streamer Christmas party. As just look at this sea of streamers scared to say anything about the more popular streamer. I forgot who said it because I wasn't even aware of it, but the live stream culture in Los Angeles is just about as sickening as the Hollywood scene, where everybody is so desperate at the possibility of promoting their career, they're more than willing to look the other way or even run cover for these terrible actions, all in an attempt to expand their audience, as another old video has emerged of a possible shock collar remote accidentally making it on frame, as why only move that specific item and that item alone, where internet sleuths again make a very compelling argument that this is indeed for that shock collar, as the so-called vibration-only collar is obviously a different color. The longer Hasan denies this, the longer the internet Tylers have to dig into his literal hours of footage to find evidence that he's more than likely lying. Now, Twitch has conveniently looked the other way for much worse, so they're never gonna cancel him. But just because Hasan is protected by his audience of psychos, doesn't mean those around him do too. As Hasan's dog walker, who also randomly has a live stream setup, says he definitely doesn't have a shock collar.
It's not a shock collar. I've seen that collar, I've used that collar before, I've babysat that dog.
To which the various Twitter replies say otherwise. But here comes another popular streamer contradicting the dog walker.
I looked at the collar. The collar is taped off where I think there would be prongs. There's no zap. There's only a vibrate function.
She thinks she's protecting him, but she's really just confirming the internet's allegations that the shock collar was just taped off to look like the vibrating version. As all these
So here's the other thing, right? You know, these people are basically telling you to don't believe what you're actually seeing, right? Believe what we're telling you, because what we're telling you is actually correct, and what you believe to have seen, even though there's ample amount of evidence, right? You're just wrong. You're crazy, basically, right? And we're supposed to believe these LA freaks who do some of the weirdest shit for clout, and not to mention will save face to any of their little goons around them, all because they each go to the same little parties and little events. where they basically suck each other off and promote each other, and in doing so, right, oh, my streamers, my views also watch these people's views and other shit like that, and they interact. And again, most of these people are fucking liberals, so yeah, there's a reason why they all kind of save face for each other, and why someone like Asmongold saying something against the weeds, right, gets lambasted, and while someone like him gets just told off by the another streamer, Valkyrie, saying, she apologizes and being like, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked him, even though the things Asmongold says is pretty much on base with normal fucking people, right? It's these LA freaks that have such a wide, weird, unorthodox fucking way of thinking, right? And even someone like Charlie, who was usually seen as the average man, his take was very common sense about the whole situation. And it's just that he can't handle it. He literally can't handle it, as you saw in the last video. What else was there in this? Sorry, these glasses really fucking hurt my eyes.
A good liar, especially when everybody has a different version of the lie, including Hasan himself, as that second girl is now getting angry at other popular streamers for showing that clip.
Oh, you said you want to do a stream with me too? I'm down.
Not after that clip you farmed on me, you asshole.
What?
Oh no, how dare you show a clip of me speaking? I only said that on live stream. Why did you allow other people to hear what I said? This is like that outrage over that Libs a TikTok account, where they only repost social media videos of what leftists already said, but somehow her letting us see it is worse than them actually saying it. As Ethan Klein, Hasan's former co-host, sheds light as to why this is likely happening.
Because I've seen this happen to Hassan so many times. When any of his perceived friends go against him, he calls them.
Yeah.
He texts them. He's done it to XQC. He did it to Mizkaz. He did it to Ludwig. He did it the other day to Charlie. After he saw his videos, like, you know what? I'm texting him. So he for sure messaged or called Pokemon and like chewed her out hard for this, right? Because that's how he keeps everybody in line.
Where he's talking about that podcast that pushed back Hasan's appearance surrounding the controversy, as everybody wants to feature the streamer that brings in 30,000 concurrent live viewers, but nobody wants to be affiliated with a guy they're calling Hasan Pikachu, the new Mike Vick. Not because he suddenly became a worse person, they've all witnessed firsthand who he is for several years, but only because suddenly it's no longer beneficial to their career, as this is really starting to sound exactly like Hollywood. And recently, the dog has mysteriously disappeared from her place, where people are noticing the not-so-subtle commands.
To a position where we've finally gotten to a place where, like, oh, pure peace is taking place. It's taking place. It's I don't know what he's doing. Okay, what? What do you want?
As when the puppy is finally set free, he's again shifting his stance.
Third group of people are the ones who are like, look at this clip, look at that clip, look at this clip. Like, it's obvious he's moving his arms around. Like, he's constantly in a state of zapping. They moved away from the initial conversation, which was that, like, she didn't even have that collar on to begin with. And the only reason why I showed the collar was because people were clipping other instances. It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just go, just stop.
Yeah, no, he fucking shocked the dog. So there's that one. Let's see. I was gonna get rid of that one. Don't need it. I was gonna go over this one with Leaflet. There was only a few things on here that I think I wanted to kind of cover, but let's see. Again, it's this kind of stuff that we've already seen. Where was it at? You have some people kind of, finally speaking up about it.
Bed, when these people take one step out of this community, they get absolutely, met with shock. That's all I can say. But we're gonna look at another former fan of Hasan who dared to call
he's got multiple people like crashing out now, like in his
out
community.
what she believes is examples of his misogyny. And here's the response from his community.
So I'm on break at work right now, so I look kind of chopped, but Hasan Piker fans are actually rabid animals. My DMs are full of people threatening to assault me, dox me, calling me Amber Heard as an insult, saying that I am using propaganda and I'm being paid by YouTubers that I also hate. Yeah, it's crazy that I called out Hasan for tourism and misogyny and being basically a passport bro. And I've got people calling me like,
What's a passport bro? What's a passport bro? What does that mean? Travel? Oh, I see.
A conservative in my DMs and just saying I'm spreading propaganda and that even if he did these things, we still need him as the face of the left. But yeah,
that's
Hasan
fucking
fans
wild.
straight up got me demonetized. And this is coming from someone that used to be subbed to Hasan. I was giving that millionaire money because I was an idiot. So yeah, maybe let's cool it with the threats because I don't really think that's helping with the misogyny allegations.
But again, they're threatening to rape
that would
her.
be great if you could
Fucking just
stop
because she's
threatening
going
to
against the grass.
Unbelievable stuff as usual from the Hasan heads who, well, they hear someone say that their glorious leader is engaging in misogyny. And what they do is they turn to the woman who's making the claims and then they threaten to R-word and end her. Excellent gambit, guys. That's a really smart thing to do. They're not just hypocrites, they're like literally insane.
Guys,
Like
we
you
might
see
convert
someone
her.
literally
I don't
fall
know,
out of
man.
line for 1 second and they want you gone. Like I think they're actually bringing some brevity to a pretty gross situation that AI is going absolutely
Yep,
insane.
that's pretty
But
good.
Hasan hasn't stopped his political commentary of this. That's the one great thing to come out of all of this. But the reason I bring up the politics aspect is because I saw a clip recently that more or less has a connection to Hasan, important and relevant to our
Zoran
video. Well,
Mamdani.
yep,
That
there he
fucking
is,
crazy
dabbing it up
New York
with
freak.
Hasan. It's even more
New York
ridiculous.
City,
Guy and aligning yourself with this guy who said that about your.
Yeah, he said America deserved 9/11. Well, let's see the
Now
clip.
we're gonna watch the clip that kind of.
Into one that's affordable for each and every New Yorker.
But okay, and I want to get to that absolutely. But do you believe that Hamas should lay down their weapons and leave the leadership in Gaza?
That we have to fight for.
But you won't say that Hamas should lay down their arms and give up leadership in Gaza.
I don't really have opinions about the future of Hamas and Israel beyond the question of justice and.
Okay.
Talk about
Anyways, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I find the comments that Hasan made on 9/11 to be objectionable and reprehensible. And I also think that part of the reason why Democrats are in the situation that we are in, of being a permanent minority in this country, is we are looking only to speak to journalists and genocide. And that
Yeah. So there's that, right? Sorry, the audio might have been a little low. My apologies. We'll correct it in post. But here was the other part of this, right? Where now we finally see some more recent reaction of what he feels like after all the. It's been about 8 days now. Shit. No, 9-10 days, something like that. Whatever. We see how he's crashing out finally. It's really getting to Hasan.
Left-wing streamer Hasan Piker, one of the worst people on the internet, was caught abusing his dog with a shock collar. Okay? Since then, it has been a complete and total disaster for Hasan, and it's getting worse and worse and worse every single step of the way.
Yep.
And now it's gotten to the point where he can't get away from it. His own chat is calling him out. It's so glorious.
Sorry, you can't see
explain
Jeremy.
to
He's right
you
behind me, but
how good this is. And this video is so satisfying. We're just going to watch it all together and enjoy the glory. Here we go.
I can't stand any of you dumb fucks in this goddamn chat. Oh my fucking god, I hate the left. I hate liberalism. I hate everything that's going on every single fucking day of the goddamn week. I hate my life. I hate fucking streaming. I hate socialism. I hate every single fucking person who thinks that the peak of activism is just being the most annoying, holier than thou, the most ultimately woke leftist. You did it. You did it. You have unlocked the fucking nihilism within me, okay? I am black-pilled. Nothing will ever get better. We are never gonna make it out. We can't even have a normal fucking non-hostile goddamn conversation on any of these issues. Everybody just simply wants to fucking chirp into the wind because they have no power and they recognize their utter powerlessness in the face of unjustifiable constructs that we fucking exist under. And the best possible fucking thing you can do is just be goddamn annoying, okay? Oh. Oh, God.
It couldn't happen to a worse person. Because when I first heard this, I was like, is he trolling? Like, what's he doing? He's breaking down. Like, he is broken.
Right when the reporter was asking about optimism, I want to fucking, I want to just shut it off, dude. I want to shut everything off. I just want to go away. If I wasn't so goddamn stubborn, I would have a long time ago.
Hasan, we all feel the same way. Everything you have said in this minute and 10 seconds so far, we feel the same way. He says, quote, I hate the left. I hate liberalism. My life. I hate streaming socialism. You did it. I blackpilled. Nothing will ever get better. He says he just wants to go away. So do we. We all agree with you, Hasan. For the first time ever, you have spent a minute and 10 seconds saying something that everyone agrees with.
Oh my lord, dude. I 100% think you should something go on sub-only mode. What do you mean? The most annoying people are literally like the 40-month subscribers.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. The crazy part is that these people that have been subbed to him for quite a while are basically turning on him, and even his little echo chamber is no longer safe because people that have been watching it for a while see the kind of person he is and how he's been, right? And can just kind of build this up and see and make the judgment themselves. And he doesn't like that these people are judging him off of the actual things he's done, not off of talking points, not off of hearsay, right? No, he did some shit, got called out for it, has been trying to double down on denying it, and has only made things worse. All his fucking fault.
Can't even have his echo chamber. He can't even have his echo chamber. Somebody said you should go subs only. He's like, that was like the clip where I think Asmongold talked about that.
I'm stubborn. I would have a long time ago. Oh my lord, dude. I 100% think you should something go on sub-only mode. What do you mean? The most annoying people are literally like the 40-month subscribers. The person.
Somebody said, hang on. The Troll Kings is pretty fucked up. You have blocked my super chats. Troll King. If your bank account is rejecting your super chats, it's not me, brother. I have a very, very long-standing rule that I will take your money. You can even talk shit about me. Like, come on. Amazing, or I'm gonna get money out to troll you. Gifted memberships in the chat. Trolled me, and then I'll drop 50 gifted member. Come on, bro. You got $1. Could have been a troll key. Marvel.
Let's see.
Oh! If 99. I have lost control. Like, no. Sweat. I have no. Really don't want to go through all those dollars when it's. I can. Like, the way I want to do that.
Anymore.
Our super chat, right?
No, that's it. That's it, buddy boys. Yeah, I didn't proofread the fucking thing. There it is. All right. Haven't done a video this long in a hot minute, so I appreciate anybody who was stuck around and stayed watching for, the entirety of this. I know my channel is a little bit different. It's not always consistent of just one piece. We do have the odd occasional drama slash, what do you call it? It's mostly drama. But the spicy news that happens in our day and age. And I thought this was important to talk about because, from what I saw initially, this whole CollarGate scandal, right, had obviously had some strength in the beginning and was starting to kind of die out a little bit, but then only because of the streamers that were running defense for Hasan. But as more evidence has come out, more clips have surfaced of how he treats his animals and the people around him. It's only served as a causation as to his guilt, right? This definitely makes sense. This definitely shows what type of person he is. And if anything, the more he tries to deny, and, probably don't mean to give him a little bit of advice, but if he were to just ignore it and just not say anything, don't acknowledge any of the comments talking about it, or, memes or anything like that, just strictly just, my bad, I'm gonna keep it in because I'm fucking tired. I'm not gonna cut that out. But if he just ignored it, he probably wouldn't be getting as much flack as he is, even if he was guilty, right? But because, like Decoy Voice said, Streisand effect, he just perpetuated this into infinity, all because he tried being like, you're crazy, you don't know what you're looking at, this didn't happen. Turns out we all know what the fuck we saw, and his abuse of the system has only agitated, right, the common people even further. There's a reason why Decoy, Leaflet, Nux. I was gonna have Nux, but Nux talks even more. And I mean, this video is already fucking past 30 minutes. Fuck, dude. Like, you have everybody talking about this shit. It just makes sense that I don't think everybody else is the crazy one here. You are. When the only people that are running defense for you are people that you personally call up and tell them, hey, don't you dare talk smack about me. Or he tries to have them change their opinion. I mean, you even had someone like fucking Sasha Grey, previous porn star, over here fucking telling us it's not that bad when a dog yelps or cries. Because if you give them the attention, they're only gonna, you know... Like, I was just like, what the fuck are you talking about, bitch? Like, you used to suck dick and get fucked for a fucking living. And you're trying to say that a dog yelping and hurting, you shouldn't pay that attention to them? Because it's just gonna make it... it's just stupid. It's just stupid. Whatever. That's the video. Hopefully you enjoy. We'll see how this does. I'm gonna think it might do a little bit low. But if you enjoy this longer form content, let me know. Hey, Shinigami signing out. Y'all have a good night, good evening, and good morning. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.